Game on, bitch. Hi, it's Trixie revealing the Gay-Mer collection. Hi, it's Trixie. Welcome back to the channel. Ooh, we're in a real arcade. It's not a background. Ooh. Just kidding. It's the background from the photo shoot. We recycled it, okay? We used the animal snout to tail on this channel, all right? I'm probably gonna put this on as a bedspread. I'm probably gonna make a tent with it and sleep in it. So today I'm here to reveal to you a brand new collection at Trixie Cosmetics. Not only a new collection, a new story, new photos. Look at the photos. Look at them. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Look at them. And look at this picture of me. Love. But we also have some brand new types of products, new merch items, new tools, new brushes, and honestly, one of the coolest products we've ever come out with in some really exciting colors. So before we get started, please subscribe to the channel. I don't just sell you things, I also scream at you from time to time. So it's completely free. We just hit 2 million. You're supporting a small queer business. It makes you a good person. It undoes a lot of the trauma of your past. It's just good for you. So thank you for joining us as a subscriber. Before we get into the collection, you guys know I love video games. We've played a lot of video games on this channel. I've been playing video games since I was knee-high to a pig's thigh. I mean, I grew up with a heterosexual brother who I had no way to relate with other than video games. And I have emerged as a 34-year-old cross-dressing adult who still loves to plug and play once in a while. Oh, and one of my favorite activities, I'm just gonna be honest, is to, if I have nothing to do that day, you know, the kids are at a sitter, I love to go to the Dave & Buster's. And if you go to the Dave & Buster's in Hollywood, you might see me head to toe in a hoodie and sweatpants with the hoodie pulled tighter on my face with big can headphones on playing Dance Dance Revolution. My Dave & Buster's has a Roomba in the prize room and it's 18,000, so I'm like saving up. And we wanted to do a collection that was bright and exciting and versatile and special. I wanted it to look and feel like the feel of that like bowling alley carpet under your feet. There's something very comforting about those like neon, you know, roller rink Pac-Man vibes. And that's what I think we brought to this collection. So before we get to the merch, I think we have to hit on the hero products here. We have a brand new type of product at this company and they are called Play Pigments. They are pigments that encourage you, the artist, to play. Now, whether you are a rudimentary skill level makeup enthusiast or you are a full-blown artist, I mean, these products are meant for pushing your boundaries. I mean, your face is just a canvas, paint it, you know what I mean? So let's start with what they are. What are Play Pigments? They are ultra matte, super blendable, long wearing shadows. I mean, you can use them. I have some on my cheeks. I've worn them as blush, highlighter. You could do graphic brows with these. I mean, I've worn the pink one on my lips. I mean, you really can do whatever you want to do with these, and they're meant to be blended. These products in the hands of different people are going to do totally different things. I know me as a lazy working drag queen, I reach for these because I'm like, I can paint it on really quickly. It's going to dry on its own. There's going to be zero fallout, and I know it's going to last the whole night. So for me on tour, instead of stacking up palettes in my bag, I can just pack a few of these and put them in like a little makeup bag, and I have a whole eye look that I can change every day with these, which is really easy for me. I mean, my whole lid today, you guys, all I did was take high score on the doe foot. I didn't even use a brush and I just painted the lid on and moved on with my life. Easy. So we have 6 shades to launch. We're obsessed with these. We're kind of coming out with 6 shades to start, and we're flirting with, I don't know, doing about 400 more shades, but this is what we're starting with. And I'm not surprised, I'm just predicting that these are gonna be popular because our Stay the Night shimmer toppers, which were some of our first liquid shadows, were like a viral hit in a lot of ways. I was watching reels and TikToks of people using them being like, that is amazing. What is that? And then I would read the product description and be like, oh my God, that's ours. So I think people are really gonna love these. So these are also made to be mixed together. So you're not limited to black, white, sort of like magenta. You're meant to be able to really take these and make new colors and then apply. All right, so let's swatch them. So yours are gonna come like this. So pretty. I think this is some of the coolest packaging we've ever done. I really, really love it. I still have my watch on. Drag queens and Apple watches. Not this. By the way, I also have on Back to the Fuchsia. I have moon boots on. It's a super light, super cool purple on my cheeks. I just wanted like a something without looking too blushy. And then I have Eden lipstick on, the cream lipstick. I just feel like for eyes this big, I always love Eden because it's like very muted. I'm gonna start with the pink because it's this channel. When you first swatch, these are like a medium full coverage, but they can be buffed out. I mean, you really can make these sheer if you act quickly because they go on very aqueous and then they really set. So let's start with Finish Her. This is obviously a Mortal Kombat reference. So I mean, you can really see it. I mean, it's almost like a liquid lip color. When you swatch it, it almost looks like Stacy or something. It's really in there. And then I'm just gonna show you guys what I like to do. You just take a fluffy brush. I mean, we have new liner brushes that I'm gonna show you, but you know, while it's setting, Just kind of buff it out to even it out. Look how smooth it is. What I love about this is even when I'm putting this product over glued down eyebrows, as it sets, it really minimizes texture. So it's really gonna minimize texture in the lid, texture anywhere on the face. It just lays and smooths. It looks so flat and clean when it dries. Isn't that beautiful? And then sometimes backstage, what we've done is I'll take a swatch of finisher on the back of my hand, and then I'll take one of our blush brushes, and that's what I'll use to like apply. I'm just gonna show you guys. I'm just gonna do it because I do it all the time. Take one of our blush brushes and you get like a really smooth wash on the brush. Again, really get it everywhere. And that's like over foundation. Look how great that looks. Look at that. Oh, I can't take it. I mean, this is like my no blush vibe, but look at that. At the end of the day, I am who I am, and who I am is somebody who likes to wear a lot of blush, all right? I'm not perfect, okay? So again, Play Pigments, this is really meant to push your creativity. This product is not sold with the word blush on it, but when I see a pink product that's gonna sheer down and wear, I'm gonna put it on my cheeks. I'm sorry. Look how pretty that is. You guys, look at everything I do for you. Mother, I'm sorry, a product you can wear on anywhere. I mean, you could do body paint with this. Pride could come, you could do like, I mean, paint your ears. I love when people do graphic, like painted ears, very like Schiaparelli gold ear. I love shit like that. And again, what I love about these products is even if you didn't want a perfect, bright, neon pink cheek, you could add a little bit of the white in, or you could add a little bit of, you know, you could cut it and then apply it so it's not so neon. Okay, so that's Finish Her. I just took it off my hand. I'll swatch it again so you guys have it to refer to. I mean, this product, you can see it would make a great lip. It would make, look at it as a blush. I'm obsessed with it as a blush. Oh! There's a picture of Katya and I here, and even Katya, who doesn't like blush, is wearing it as a blush, and it looks gorgeous. Of course, did Fina have to pin her down and make her wear blush? Yes, but it looks so good in the picture. If it can make a 41-year-old near-death experience look lively, imagine what it can do for you. Up next, I mean, this one is fierce. I have this on as a lid color. In the photo shoot, you can see I have this one on. Gorge. This is High Score. High Score. High Score. So now we have High Bald, High Gay, and High Score. You're welcome. This is obviously for me a very easy sell, like a Malibu Barbie bright, like neon aqua. Are you kidding me? Today I did Gay-Mer first, and then I went in with the doe foot of this and just cut the crease, and that's all I did. I mean, I didn't even use a brush with this today, and look how beautiful it looks. Well, I'm sorry. Do you take umbrage with glamour? Look at that. So beautiful. And again, I love it full coverage like this, but you really could just wash it out, wear it on your tear duct. I think this would be a bold choice for blush, but I don't own your life. Maybe this works for you. Oh my God, Juno could wear this all over her face. This is like tinted moisturizer for Juno. Look how pretty that is. I mean, I sheared it out a little bit, but these are very full coverage products. Like I said, when these set, the technology is like film forming. So once it sets, I mean, I've been in drag and I've seen sweat beads roll over this stuff and it does not move. I mean, a lot of times with powder products, if I'm crying in drag, which happens a lot more than you think, the product can really run down the face. But with this, the way it sets, it almost has a shield on it. And like you could get hosed down and it's not gonna move. It's pretty amazing. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that just make you wanna like, it just makes you wanna like sit down and put on a movie and hold a makeup compact this close and just paint like the Sistine Chapel on my eyes. There's something very calming about intricate like artwork on the face. I love it. I love following those accounts where girls just, when they blink, their eyelid is like a full painting. I'm like, y'all are freaks, but I love it. All right, up next we have Pac-Man, which is a reference to, of course, one of the most iconic arcade games of all time. And it's actually David Silver's favorite arcade game. For his birthday 3-4 years ago, I bought him a custom pink Miss Pac-Man arcade cabinet, and it lives at the Trixie Motel. So if you ever go to the Trixie Motel, that's our Pac-Man machine. You can play it. And this is kind of a throw to that. This is Pac-Man. In fact, one of my earliest memories of drag, I was in Rocky Horror and I dressed like Miss Pac-Man, and I bought like a shitty yellow dress with a red bow in my hair, and it, you know, did it look good? No, but I felt great. So this is Pac-Man. Beautiful, right? I mean, it's like, it's really a true chartreuse. I mean, I would love, like, imagine this in the color of like suede. Isn't that beautiful? And again, spoiler alert, we make these with black and white, so you can lighten, darken these. I mean, this kind of like perfect chartreuse could go a little deeper, maybe a little more forest, but I love it like this. You can see in the photo shoot, I have it on, and that day I literally, before I walked out the door, I took just a little bit on a brush and I just painted it in the center of the eye so that the very center had green. I mean, I had lashes on already, because that's one of the great things about these is if you have lashes on, you can add to your makeup, but there's no like powder fallout. Isn't that beautiful? This goes on liquid, but when it sets, it looks and feels almost velvet. It's very matte. Up next, this is the color I have on today, this kind of dark blue shape that wraps all the way around. This is Gay-Mer. So pretty. I mean, it's hard to describe this anyway, but like a straight indigo. I know you guys love my creative color descriptions, but this is really like just for real indigo. And I love these type of colors because this is such like a fun, organic way to wear purple. I think with purples, we think of a really red grape, or we think of something really cool. Something like this, I mean, this is really like introspective Barney. It also really reminds me of, if you guys ever been like a bowling alley where they have that carpeting that's like weird neon boomerangs, but the carpet itself is always like a dark, oh my God, this is a throwback. In high school, I had a 1994 Dodge Intrepid, and at the thrift store, I found a roll of carpet from like an arcade or roller rinks, and I bought it and I took it outside and I traced the mats in my car and I made my own like bowling alley rugs for my car. I was always really cool. Listen, Amazon hadn't been invented yet. If you wanted something, you had to make it. So pretty, right? Now we have dreams of doing a lot of colors. I'm really happy with the start. We're doing a black and white and just a bunch of weirdo colors, you guys. I mean, these are not, we could have very easily done like a set of neutrals. But that's just like not who we are. And that's also not who you are. So this is how we're starting. These are our new primary colors. Since these products are meant to be customized, we also have included a lovely black and white. Game Over is a full black. I have it on, if you guys look just under my lash line, this is how I kind of married the black hotline liner I have on to the bottom. And you guys can see this is really, really black. I've used this as eyeliner before. It completely works. Obviously nothing beats hotline, so unless my hotline gets kidnapped from me, I will probably always use that. But it is nice to know I could basically do my whole Trixie makeup with these. I mean, we have a black, we have a white, and a bunch of colors. Game Over is great. I mean, you could just wear this all over the lid and under and just smoke it out and just have a super easy like 90s grunge smoky eye. Which I'm so happy that 90s grunge is back because I was so sick of this Y2K clean girl shit. So sick of it. Y'all are not pretty enough to do that, okay? Like, put on the smoky eyes and let's just move on, okay? And finally, we have Player One. I mean, I really believe in white liner. Of course, this is a liner. I have this, if you guys watch this footage, while my foundation was wet, I wore it mixed into my foundation for this little lift under my eyes. And you guys can see it's a little whiter here than the rest of my face. Now, we didn't exactly make it to be concealer. So all you goths out there, this is not concealer, all right? But you could play with it. You know it would be beautiful. Do like a bunch of white on this side of your eye and a bunch of black on the other, and then just use one brush to make this nice gradient. Gorgeous. I mean, a liquid white like this that dries down on its own, you could add this in the center of a lip to create highlight. Let's do it. Let's do it, folks. I'm gonna put it on a brush because I don't want to contaminate it, especially with white liquid products, you guys. You want it to stay white longer, so try not to contaminate it too much. If only we had a palette for you to use. We do. You see that Eden's like still a little bit wet because Eden's a bullet formula, so it always feels a little moisturizing. And just putting a little bit of white into it. Look how it just makes it look like the light hits perfectly in the middle now. I mean, I don't even care if you're a makeup nerd, stuff like this, like there's a million ways to use this where it's gonna help you out. And I also found that with powder white shadows on all skin tones, it's not always the same game. Sometimes on deeper skin, powder white shadows can look super dry. Liquid creamier approaches to white shadow is always gonna be more flattering. I just want to talk about the applicator in the Play Pigment. So this is going to be like the cousin to our lip gloss applicators because those have a reservoir, but instead of like a spade heart tip, these are going to be more pointed. So it's pointed and has a little arc to it. I basically take the fuzzy long end of the applicator and I use that to just trace my crease shape. And then on other areas, I can use the tip like under my eye. When I was applying Game Over, I could just take the tip of it and go like this. I mean, this applicator is very versatile and it's meant to be either perfect for applying a wash on the lid or giving yourself a little more definition. These are all 6 of our Play Pigments. These are 16 each. They are huge bottles. I mean, unless you're covering your face in hot pink Play Pigment every day, you're probably gonna have these around. So I'm really excited because you guys know I end up marking up the back of my hand. I mean, when I'm on tour, you guys, I end up doing like tissue islands and like dumping glitter and mixing mediums and like lotion, and a palette is really something you need. I'm really excited to be able to present ours. Even Darian Darling, who does all of our campaign shoots, she always has palettes on set because she's always using and abusing products and then changing them on the fly. So this is our palette and spatula. We travel with mine exactly like this. In my makeup bag, it has its own little bag so that after it gets cleaned every time, it can get put away clean. So then when I need it again, it's clean. Super fun, right? This little vinyl bag, this is our heart-shaped palette. Oh, it's so cute. It has our little Trixie Cosmetics logo on it, which is perfect for those of you who have terrible memory and maybe don't remember where you got it. I have noticed from all my years of working at the makeup counter, even people's favorite products, once the label rubs off, they have no idea where they got it, which I find very interesting. So this is the palette, so pretty. And like I said, after use, I'll just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol or water or whatever, tissue, wipe it down, and it's great. This is a super useful item for an aspiring makeup artist, a working makeup artist, but even for you, some random girl that no one cares about, you can mix products like that. Yeah, sorry, you, some random girl that I deeply care about. You can mix products with this. No, there are no random girls and there are no people nobody cares about. But a product like this, I mean, there are times in makeup artistry where we are always needing to marry two products to make the product we really need. And this is really important. So I'm just gonna show you guys. Let's say you're using Finisher, right? And let's say you're gonna make a lip or a blush. I like to roll. I'm gonna take a little bit of Player One, which is our white, and in real time with the little spatula, we have a pointed one, which is great for like, I mean, digging into like a concealer or like a foundation, like a cream foundation. It's great to be able to just get in there. So I like to use the flat end, and look, isn't that just calming? Just today, you guys, I was painting with Dua Lipa, which is probably something only I can say. And we were mixing products in real time and there was really no palette, so. See, and then instead of a hot magenta, we made like a strawberry shortcake. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I'm just gonna show you next to this one. Oh, love. Look at that soft bubble gum. Isn't that beautiful? That is fierce. So the palette and spatula from Trixie Cosmetics, beautiful heart shape, durable, long lasting. This is gonna be a staple in your kit and we're selling it for $10. You get the little bag, you get the spatula and the palette. I always feel really proud when we launch a product that enhances the value of products you already own. And this is one of those products. This is just gonna make it possible for you to create new products in your world. All right, fierce, we have new brushes. And you guys know I love brushes, so let's get into it. This collection launches with 4 new super detail liner brushes to really bring out the inner Thomas Kincaid in all of you. So our first offering is our P33 Micro Pointed Liner Brush. This is really like a miniature javelin. This is gonna be super soft, and because all our brushes are synthetic, they're gonna hold their shape a very long time. This is gonna be great for dot work, pointillism. I mean, this would even be great for just a simple little cat eye. Really, I mean, this is just a nice little liner brush. This is really good for when you really wanna choke in there, drawing on little 60s lashes. Love this. I mean, I think at our company, you can never have enough brushes because I really feel like the broader your brush vocabulary, the more you can make the same products look different. So P33 is the micro brush. I mean, this is the tiniest detail one. And then P34 is the blunt edge liner brush, which is a little longer. I'm gonna hold them up really close so you guys can see them. This sounds like splitting hairs, but for eyeliner people, for makeup people, this is a completely different brush. I would say if you really like fine liner work, you're gonna love this micro. And I'm gonna say that the blunt edge one is gonna be a lot more versatile for doing big and small looks. Up next, we have the P35. This is the script liner brush. I mean, this is like human face calligraphy. This thing is really like, I mean, doing wedding imitations on your face. With paint, and especially with liner, the way a brush has a little bit of give is what makes it possible to do those beautiful rounded shapes, because the pressure you put on the brush and the way the synthetic bristles like push back, it's what creates those really soft movements. And because they're synthetic bristles, it's gonna have a nice long wear where when you wash it and dry it and just kind of pinch it and let it dry, it's gonna look like this. This is gonna be great for play pigments because they're so light and liquidy. Being able to just like dip into one of these or touch it on the end of the doe foot, or use your palette and be able to go in and do heart shapes or go in and do flowers or like all kinds of weird stuff. Some of you eyeliner people are watching this salivating because you know as well as I do, this is the type of eyeliner brush that you would have to go to like Michael's for, because they don't make a lot of liner brushes like this. I just wanna demo this a little bit. I'm gonna take Gay-Mer, I'm gonna put a little on here. I'm really gonna coat it. You guys, I talk a big game. I'm not a great graphic liner person, so I'm sorry, I just freehanded that. It's actually not bad. Again, the give of this brush, you can lean into the way the brush bends. Look how symmetrical that is. Bye. And finally, this is my favorite brush we've ever made. I'm sorry, this is my favorite brush. I love everyone. Everyone's a winner. Every brush matters. Love you all. This brush, I mean, we almost put this out with Hotline and we didn't. And I've been using it since we were developing Hotline. This sucker's amazing. So this is, in my opinion, the best liner brush we've ever made. This is the best liner brush I've ever used. For me, doing my big, crazy graphic liner, one of the biggest hardest things for me is to draw these big shapes, but make those lines perfectly straight. I mean, my liner, I really want an isosceles triangle, like, whoosh. This brush is amazing. It is amazing. So this is P36, the angled winged liner brush. You guys, horny. This brush is horny. This brush is incredible. It is perfect. It's amazing. I mean, for me to be able to get in dry quickly, you guys, even just like black and white Hotline, and I'm in a hurry, doing like a quick 60s Trixie eye with this brush, it's like, move on. It's amazing. Cannot recommend this enough. And even if you're not doing big Trixie liner, you guys, this is so fine and it lays so flat, and it's not just an angled brush, it's an angled dome. It has no sharp edges to it, so it really lays very smoothly. I love this brush. Cannot recommend this enough. So little pro tip, one of my favorite ways to clean these brushes is while the brush is still wet, and this is like all my liner brushes. While the brush is still wet, I'll take a makeup wipe and I'll start removing product, because I'll tell you, the death of liner brushes is to let them dry overnight all dirty. And when you're doing these graphic liner looks or these liquid shadow looks or shimmer topper looks, do not let the product dry into the brush. Don't do it, Jackie. So what I love about synthetic brushes is you can clean them very aggressively because they're not organic hairs. They're not prone to breakage. And the thing about real hair is, human hair, animal hair is, when animal hair or human hair is wet, it is, I think, 50% more breakable. That's why like girls who go to bed with their hair wet every day have that little broken mohawk. That's why, because you go to bed with your hair wet. With synthetic hairs, you can abuse them a lot more and they're gonna bounce back. But you gotta think, these are like wig hairs. If you do super, super, super hot water, you're gonna reshape the bristles, unless you wanna do that. So with this long whip brush, you guys, you could like boil some water for tea, dip it, and then while it's super hot and wet, just like repoint it. Look how great that looks. Gorge. And every brush has three things, right? It has the handle, the ferrule, and the bristle. The ferrule contains a lot of the adhesives that keep a brush together. You're never gonna wanna, like when you're dipping a brush, submerge, submerge, submerge. That's how you destroy a brush. When I first hired Brandon, and I'll say it because he's not here today, he's off for a family function. He used to dip the brushes when he was washing them past the ferrule, and then all of them started falling apart, and I had to be like, I blame myself really. You hire an assistant, you don't teach them how to clean brushes, and then they ruin brushes. But that's how we learn. I did have to take it all out of his pay. So this entire set of brand new liner brushes is $22, and it comes in this beautiful little box. I'm telling you guys, some of these brushes are gonna make a product in your drawer suddenly work for you. I mean, the right tool makes all the difference. And I'm just gonna say, I think we have some of the best brushes on the market. We do. Sorry. All right, final item. I have to say, this kind of harkens back to one of our like best-selling products we ever did. With the Extravaganza collection, we did this bag that sold out like instantly. And so we always wanted to do another bag, but of course we wanted to do pink. This collection has maybe the cutest bag we've ever done. Couldn't you just die? Couldn't you just close your eyes at night and succumb to an everlasting slumber? I mean, get into it. Love the shape. The zipper pull has a no cash value Trixie Cosmetics token, like from an arcade. It's a perfect size for carrying a Game Boy Color, a giant iPhone, a wallet, a lip gloss, maybe a play pigment, whatever you want to put in here. It has a front pocket. It has a main pocket where you can really put everything. Something else I really love about it is the straps. The straps have these types of hooks, which means you can really customize it. You can wear it as a crossbody, you can wear it as a backpack. You could remove one strap and kind of wear it as like a sideways purse. I know for me, I'm probably going to use this for DJing. It's perfect to just put like some headphones and a USB in there. And this bag also comes with multiple strap options. So my personal favorite is the ones with the Trixie tickets on it. So cute, right? This bag also comes with another option. This is some real like 90s Barbie core. This is very Sky Dancer, very Ribbon Dancer, very rhythm gymnastics. I mean, very 90s like girl toy aisle vibes. And this one is a little more true arcade. I mean, I can see myself just like walking through an arcade holding a bunch of tickets. Gorge. I don't want to warn you guys, I don't want to say I told you so. This will probably sell out. So if you want this, just make sure you get the collection right when it comes out. So to wrap up the whole collection, the play pigments are 16 individually, the palette and spatula is 10, the brush set is 22, and the bag with the adjustable straps and the backup straps are 35. The Gay-Mer collection is available this Thursday at 10 a.m. at TrixieCosmetics.com. I hope you love it. I love testing it, wearing it. We loved naming it. The photo shoot was so fun. Weird fun fact, our friend Joelle shot the photo shoot. She's been doing our product photos for years, and this was her first time shooting me in the campaign and everything, and it was really fun to like put a face to a name because she really shoots beautiful product photos, and I'm a lot like a product. And shout out to Darian Darling for doing amazing makeup artistry in this collection, some of the coolest makeup. We will see you Thursday at 10 a.m. at TrixieCosmetics.com. Go play, bye.